Hey everybody, Beyond Drew TV here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a update video here for Prehistoric Kingdom. So the people at Prehistoric Kingdom have just announced the brand new devlog for March of 2021. So this is going to be devlog number 37 there. So yeah, I just thought we'd go ahead and take a quick look, as this is just kind of a quick little roundup of all the fun alpha stuff that kind of went on, and it's a lot of look forward and a lot of really useful information as we move forward from alpha into beta there. So yeah, some really cool information. So let's kind of move through and see what the team has for us there. So welcome to March Development Update. In this month's devlog, we'll be taking a look at what we've been working on, what the community's been up to, and the response to our latest release. Look at that nice little picture there. I love seeing all the community photos there from everybody. So, and they're going to be linked down here below if you want to see who they're from. So, state of development. To start, we want to thank everyone who has participated in the alpha. Roughly 1,300 people, which is way lower than I thought it was. I, for some reason, thought that there was just, yeah, again, way more than that. So yeah, there's only 1,300 of us that have the alpha right there. You're all building some amazing stuff, and the team is extremely happy to hear the excitement in the community. Oh good, yeah, because we are all very excited. Detailed in our last live stream, there's a number of additions and improvements we're working on for the alpha. Since then, the team's decided to reschedule the addition of the viewing platform and building state icons for beta so that we can properly introduce their mechanics at a more appropriate time. Overall, we're expecting support for alpha to come to an end in early April, though this may be extended if major issues arise. Okay, so there you go. There's one of the big first bits of information. End of April, or end in early April, excuse me. End in early April for alpha, then move on to the beta there. So alpha roadmap, we have the alpha updates for the improvements and changes that are coming soon. So we have the animals, new behaviors and animations for eating and drinking, improved pathfinding. So that's really cool. They've already started to do some added improvements to some of the animals with the first little update that they did, but really cool they're going to be adding in the eating and drinking animations and everything. So for art, we have new modular stairs. Oh, so we don't have to make our own stairs out of wall pieces. That's pretty neat. Miscellaneous art adjustments as well. We're looking forward to that. And for miscellaneous, we have some miscellaneous audio implementation and general bugs, fixes, and stability there. So awesome. Look forward to that there for the more alpha updates. On a more musical note, pun intended, our composer and sound designer Byron began writing and planning out the new soundtrack earlier in March. This time around, we're aiming to create a very dynamic score, one that's adaptive and built around a layered music system. We've learned a lot about modern audio implementation over the last year, and we really wanted to do the potential of this game's music justice. Though a lot of the original melodies and motifs will carry over in some form or another, we hope that you look forward to hearing some fresh work in the upcoming beta. Nice! Gotta have a very big, epic, nice soundtrack with the epic dinosaurs, right? So, and here's a quick look at the development report for March of 2021. So right now, yeah, we are in the pre-alpha to the simulation part. And yeah, here's all the different programming, art, and audio that they are looking to either improve or add in and everything there. So there is a quick look there if you want to go ahead and pause the video and look. But yeah, we will go ahead and move on to the next bit. Yeah, that's a really cool terraforming, saving and loading, animation, must go faster. Must go faster. Heck yeah. Development highlights. Guess modular pathfinding. As you may have already seen in alpha footage, our visitors are able to fully navigate in, on, or around modular structures. This is a real game changer, as it means that guests do not solely rely on paths to get around your park. Naturally, this also allows users to build custom bridges without the need of elevated paths. If there's a navigable area between a guest and their destination, they will use it. And here is an awesome shot from our good buddy Leaf Productions, awesome content creator on YouTube, and they have Twitter and all that kind of fun stuff there. So check them out because they are killing it in the Prehistoric Kingdom Alpha. They're still releasing videos on that. And yeah, this is from them. And you can just see here, again, they made this out of little board pieces, or this might have been like a wall piece that they shrunk down. But yeah, just look at all the little detail here, and the guests will use it. And again, that really is. This is a real game changer. That's like the understatement of the year. It really is a absolute game changer. You have to rethink the entire way that you build. I've seen so many people, myself included, go from, oh, I want to build a path there, to I could not build a path there, and I could build a custom, walkway, or like a custom bridge, or, anything like that my guests will actually use. So yeah, you just have to rethink and retool the whole way that you build in the game, which is amazing. This functionality extends to guest pathfinding in general, allowing them to walk along building foundations as if a path were underneath them. And yeah, that was kind of funny. The first time that I loaded up Prehistoric Kingdom, I was looking around for the snap point for my path to go to the building, and I didn't have one. I was like, well, how are the guests going to know, where to go and stuff like that? And that was before, like, I wasn't even putting it together that, the guests would just kind of meander and kind of find their way onto a path like you would in real life kind of thing. So, but yeah, so there you go. The buildings, the guests will actually just walk around the foundations of them. Pathfinding is something that will continually be tweaked over time, and we already have a bunch of ideas on how to improve it. It's got huge potential, and we can't wait to make it the best that's awesome that they're still looking at it and tweaking it, because even as of right now, sure, you get into some situations where the guests kind of don't know what's going on, but overall, it's such a, again, it's a game changer. It's literally a game changer. I can't believe that that's like something that's in the game. UI improvements and changes. Always love a good UI improvement. Thanks to the great feedback from our lovely alpha players, we've started working on some tweaks and updates to our user interface. Please note that these changes will not be available until the beta there. No worries. UI concept art for the Nursery update. So here's a closer look at that before we read the details there for the Nasuceratops there, right? Nasutoceratops there. I think I got it right that time. But cool. It looks like it's easier to kind of see where the animals are to, that's more visually just in your face, letting you know where to buy things and build things and everything like that. So for the Nursery, we noted that some players struggle to find the animal creation box. Like I just noted. With these adjustments, we hope to make that area more distinguishable as the main workspace. Some more miscellaneous enhancements were made too. Tweaks like centralizing the animal's name and various balances to the overall piece. When it comes to construction, however, there are a few things that we needed to communicate better. When am I editing a group? Okay, this is great, because I got used to it, but the first few times you jumped in, especially compared to some other games, it was very subtle if you were still in a group or not. I find myself clicking on something like, why can't I click this? But okay, that's cool that they're addressing that. A new screen border, group header, and dedicated exit button will appear when a player enters a group. A subtle audio cue will also play. Oh, that's neat. What are the keybinds? On-screen keybinds will be bigger and more specific to what the user is actually doing, eliminating excess visual noise and hopefully inspiring new players to give them a glance. If you're a master, though, these floating keybinds can be turned off in the options menu. Oh, cheers. Okay. Always like the options, right? For the toolbox in general, we'll be splitting it into two components for centralizing access: settings and customization. What appears in the respective windows will be context sensitive, dependent on what's currently ready for placement or what's selected in the world. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, it's a lot easier to kind of tell what is going on. It looks like overall just everything's a little bit more, I don't know, like bold, or just it just seems like it's more in your face, more, you know what's going on. I like this here too, the exit group and everything. So yeah, it's cool. They're just making the UI just a little bit more, like they said, more communicative there. I can say that word, I swear. UI concept art, modular toolbox, keybinds, and group editing overlay. I like that a lot more too. Yeah, this is a lot better laid out there. So cool. Oh, hey, object color. Oh, flexi color. Let's talk about that. The UI concept art for the modular toolbox. This change will give players the ability to select multiple items in a group and change the textures of walls, roofs, and rocks at the same time, something that isn't allowed in the current UI. Remember though, this is context sensitive. If your roof piece is selected, only the roof material panel will appear for the customization. What does or doesn't show is entirely based on what you're doing. Okay, so again, if you didn't quite get that, if we were to select a building, some foliage next to the building, and a big mountain that's next to the building as well. Select all those, it will bring up all three of these materials, and depending on the wall material, whatever you select will change each different separate material there. Or if you just select a rock, it'll just bring up the rocks there. So wow, that's huge. Holy smokes, that's huge. Building state icons. To help with general usability, building state icons will be added during beta to better display what's needed from the player at a moment's notice. These remain a consistent size on screen, but scale down over distance. We should note that these are reserved for things that require your attention or that are time sensitive. We don't want to overwhelm the player with non-critical information. Passive things like incubation timers are in a friendly bubble, and bad things are in red-black hexagon. So red, bad. Friendly, good. So let's see here. So there's the concept art above for the icons there. So that's cool that they also minimize, you kind of get away from it, because that is, I like that they noted that too much dinging and alarms and stuff on screen can really kind of overwhelm a player. I found, and it's kind of just best to kind of like let them know a little bit, like, hey, this is kind of happening and this is kind of happening, but not to be like, hey, this is happening. Cool. Animal Showcase. So it's big, it's bold, and it honks. Meet the redesigned Lambio, the Lambo, a surprise change that wasn't properly unveiled until Alpha's launch. This animal has quickly become a favorite amongst Alpha players, and its unique calls and vibrant skin variation there. Yeah, there you go. So there's the redone Lambo there. Oh yeah, looking really good. Apart from a bunch of lovely new designs, we tweaked a number of key features like its facial anatomy and, of course, the new giant tail. This one's for you, Big Paul. There you go. So there's a look at the work in progress Lambos, or the redone Lambios there. Oh, looking really good. News Roundup. In case you haven't seen any gameplay from the alpha, there have been loads of fantastic content creators covering it in extreme detail. Though we sadly can't showcase everybody, these are some great starting points. And although these are some great creators there, we're going to just picture that it says Beyond Drew TV, SDN, and Beyond Drew TV. Actually, no, screw SDN, Beyond Drew TV. All these say my video, so go back and watch the speed builds that I did there. So, release roadmap here. So, alpha release was March 19th with a rudimentary version of management mechanics, guests, and animals, with a beta estimated again for early April or estimated Q2 of 2021. Welfare and further management will be coming. Improved animal behaviors, enhanced visitors, progression for excavations. Interesting. A more refined experience building on top of what we learned in Alpha. Introduce more management systems and complete those that are currently available. And then eventually we'll get early access, which is estimated in Q3 of this year, 2021. We'll get Nigel. Everyone's excited about Nigel, right? So Nigel is just going to be, he's always going to be in early access forever. Anytime that anyone logs into the game, you can just access Nigel at any time. It's like, hi, how you doing? You want to chat? We can just chat. Additional animals and items, and progression for research. Most feature-rich iteration of Prehistoric Kingdom ever. Post-launch content and updates will continue to improve the experience. So there is your roadmap for the release there. So that, I love that. I love the building up the hype and everything. So looking at our release roadmap, this is where the game is headed in 2021. It's very important to note that these are the estimated dates, as we are taking the community feedback into account during both alpha and beta. We want to release a stable product for early access, and we will take the time necessary to do so if it ensures a more premium experience. That is the best thing ever for them to say. Our next milestone, beta, will be introducing a bunch of improvements, new features, and animals on top of these 6 available in alpha. This is very exciting news for us, as with every major release, our project feels more and more like a game. Some mechanics that were closely tied to staff, like the animal food production, have been pushed back as an updated post early access launch to help ease the development schedule. As always, we'll be providing insight into what's changing or what's being added into future devlogs and future devlogs there. And that's awesome to hear, right? That they're always letting us know, like, hey, just letting you know where you push something back, or, we're kind of doing things in this kind of way. And again, I love the fact that they're not putting anything to, okay, we have to meet this deadline no matter what. And, it's just cool that they're going to be doing it based on community feedback and just how it feels to them. Just make sure it's actually right. Instead of putting out a rushed thing, put out a right thing. I guess that's a good way to put it. So here's a community spotlight from some of you amazing folks there. If you see your picture in the devlog there, be sure to comment down below. Let me know there, because this looks awesome. I love this little paddock back there for the. It's not a T-Rex, right? What's the one with this skin color or this skin variant there? It's a different kind of T-Rex, right? Comment below. Remind me what that is there. So that is awesome from Ches Luke. Here we have Jurassic Riley with some, a really awesome habitat there. Love the elevated viewing area there with the logs and everything. That's really, really well done there. Jurassic Riley. The beach dog coming in with looks like almost like atrium, or just like an indoor area there, like indoor jungle house. That's awesome. And then, hey, look at Zekin! Look at Zekin making it in. We have Leaf and Zekin, 2 buddies of the channel there. So Zekin, for those of you who don't know, is like the king of doing little domes like this. So if you were all about the domes, be sure to follow Zekin there. They are awesome. And, oh man, another one. Look at it. We got Lion Rider. We got Nicholas Lion Rider with his Pride Rock. And it's funny because I was talking to him about this, and he's like, it's funny, like, this took me like 15 minutes to do. Like, I just built this real quick, and you can place the dinosaurs in Prehistoric Kingdom pretty willy-nilly where you want them to, and kind of rotate them and all that kind of fun stuff. So he was like, yeah, this wasn't really that big a deal, and it's like my biggest tweet and whatever, like, ever. So, so good job there, Lion Rider, on that one. It does look awesome, though. You know, even though it was pretty, you know, quote unquote simple to do with these scaling of the rocks, it does look, it looks sick. So, and, oh man, this is the best one. Oh man, look at that. That is some great hand drawn Prehistoric Kingdom Alpha goodness from Of Many Voices there. So there you go. There is the March Devlog. What do y'all think? That is a lot of really exciting news. They're really great community stuff there. Love the roadmaps that they have provided to us. You know, really great things to look forward to, especially Nigel Marvin coming. Everyone's excited about Nigel Marvin. But yeah, what is your most excited bit of information here? I think the UI concept, the new UI concept art is insane. The fact that we can select multiple different objects and then individually craft them, or, you know, switch out their materials and stuff like that, I think that's just absolutely insane there. So, but yeah, again, comment down below. What do you think of the updates coming to Prehistoric Kingdom? Are you excited? Are you gonna get ready to get vamped up for the early access and everything? But yeah, let me know, comment down below. And yeah, until the next Prehistoric Kingdom video there, y'all have a good one. Bye!